Hello there and welcome. This is Rose Shiku of Effective Global Trading, and today I want to talk about following, influence, and impact. What is a following or who is a following? A following is basically a body of supporters and admirers. These are people who follow you for entertainment purposes. Maybe they find pleasure in following you. Others may follow you because they learn something from you, a thing or two from you. Others may follow you because of comparison and competition. You're in the same industry, they want to see what they're doing so that they can up their game. Others may follow you just because they're nosy. That is a following. What is influence? Influence means having an effect either on the character, behavior, and development of someone or something. So you have that effect. What does that mean? You can affect their decision making or their opinions. You're a person of influence. What does it mean to have impact? What is impact? Impact basically is a forcible contact. So when you have impact, you have a strong influence on someone. This is a strong influence. So impact can be felt, it can be experienced, impact can be remembered, and impact is long lasting. Let us look at a man of impact, and his name is Elisha in the Bible. The story of the Shunammite woman in 2 Kings chapter 4 from verse 8 to 37. A short synopsis of this story. The man of God, the man of impact, used to travel, and every time he would stop in the town where this Shunammite woman lived, she would prepare a meal for him. But then she decided it's not just enough to make a meal for him. She spoke with her husband and said, "Let us make a room for this man so that when he comes into town, he does not only eat, he can rest." And it came to a point the man of God said, "This woman has been so good, so wonderful to me. Let me ask her what she needs. I can pray for her and God will grant that request." And she said, "I'm okay, I don't have a problem." But then Elisha asked his servant, and the servant said, "You know what? She does not have a child, and her husband is old." So he spoke over her life and said, "By this time next year, you're going to have a child," which she did not believe, but it happened. And after the child was born, one day he fell sick and he died. So this woman took a long trip, went to find this man of impact, this man of God, Elisha, and told him that, "My son, whom you spoke into existence, is dead." So Elisha made the trip, went and prayed for the boy, and the boy was raised back to life. Then there was a famine in the land, and this is where I want to dwell on. 2 Kings chapter 8, verse 1 to 7. There was a famine in the land. And the man of God, the man of impact, Elisha, told the Shunammite woman, "Take your belongings and leave because there's a famine." So she was gone for 7 years. When the famine was over, she came back. And she went to the king to petition for her house and for her land. And while she went to the king had asked Gehazi, a servant, "Tell me more about this man, Elisha, this man of impact." And so he began to say the miracles that Elisha performed. And then he said, in fact, the woman whose son was raised from the dead, here she is, this is the one. So the king said, "Talk to me, what brings you here? And tell me the story of your life." And the man of God, the man of impact, Elisha. And so she explained, and she said why she was here. And what did the king do? The king said, "Restore all that was hers and all the proceeds of the field from the day that she left the land until now." Why did he say that? Because there was a man of impact called Elisha. He wanted to know more about Elisha and the people that he had impacted. And when he saw that woman, he said, "You know what? you're going to get everything back, all your land back, and even the process. So, are you a person of impact? Can your impact be felt? Can your impact be experienced? Is your impact long lasting that we'll hear about it days from now, years from now? Are you a person of impact? Thank you for watching Rose Shiku Effective Global Training.